Go live. I don't know if Rumble works, but we'll try Rumble too. Wow, that is this one. Okay. I guess I can overwork the M3. Whoa, all right. Okay, back in action today. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. I should have opened that tab over here on this other workspace, but that's fine. That is completely fine. We are back for day 3. And we will be getting started with the music very shortly. Peace and blessings to those tuning in on X. Today is my first time posting or going live on X, rather. Had to wait for the little check mark just so that I can actually stream here. So that's fun. But yeah, we made it. We're here. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. And let me see. Post this. Going live now. Now I got to figure out. I should be able to get the chat over here too. Though I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Let's test this one. Testing. Peace and blessings, actually. There we go. So at least some of the chat is on screen somewhere, maybe. For those on landscape views. Instagram, sorry, I don't think you'll be able to see it like that. What up? All right, so I do think yesterday we got all the audio cleared up as far as configurations are concerned, so y'all should be able to hear me loud and clear. I took some time over this morning to actually work on just pre-configuring some just standard drums just to make it a lot easier for me when jumping into the project. And then I can go in and fine-tune the different sounds as we go. And I also created some summing stacks just for some other instruments that I was just working on prior to the start of this live stream. And yeah, we'll just kind of continue from there. So let's see what we get to. I still got to figure out the best scenario for the miking situation, because when I switch over to the, let's say this view, the mic ends up all the way over here. So, you know. But hey, is what it is. Let's see if we got that iPad audio coming through, and actually let me display my other screen over here to the side. And I gotta mute somebody somewhere. Mute myself is what I mean. Oh yeah, here we go. From Twitter. And actually, let me make sure that I get the chat window over here on this view too. Yeah, maybe right there is fine. We'll see. I was supposed to find the little chat window thing that streamlines it into one line, but I forgot to look for that. Or more like, I think I initially started to look for it, but it's not available on what is it called? Mac OS. So there's that. Okay, and then I reintroduced the echo, or is that just me? I might have reintroduced it. Okay, maybe I should close this. Oh yeah, the sound switched once, maybe. Is that better? Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. All right, well, let's get to it. We will get back to checking around for some samples today. Setup is all over the place. I got these keys, but I haven't touched those in a while. Maybe we'll pull that out today. I need to get it charged. Let's see if I have the right charging cable for it. Yep. Yeah, here we go. All right, so I'll get this little keyboard charged. That way I can tinker around with some notes maybe on today's joint. Otherwise, I'll just be chopping up the old samples on the launch pad. On the launch pad. All right. Yeah, the subscription's canceled. I don't need no subscription because my library is full of sounds that I have not taken advantage of. So, FF'25. I added just a few from the other day. So I want that. Show me that you feel. I think that'd be nice. That'd be like a really cool vibe to rock around with today. We'll see. Real easy and chill to play with. And then there was this other one. Yeah, that's a good one too, right? So all of those from this pack, really. Let's take a lover's walk. Let's take a lover's walk. I think that could be like a fun sample to play around with too. Most of these are just like great, like sample-worthy type. Kind of. I wonder what I can do with that. We'll see. Baby, can't you hear my call? Hear my call. Is it loud enough? Don't wanna. Okay, yeah, that was the first one that I tried to do the first day. Never came back around. So. Baby, can't you show me? I'm gonna see what I can do with this one real quick. And if we come up with something for that one, we come up with something for it. But if not, then we look for something else. aha_CB2. Need to put that that would be sample folders. Let's see. Pack the cookbook. Okay, I know there was more than that in here. Unless it didn't download. CB2_CB2. What up, y'all? Peace and blessings. My bad, I didn't even realize the camera was kind of. So I'm gonna come over here and see what's actually over here in my Logic project, or accessible for the moment. I need you to slow down. I want the other part, the other run. Quit that rushing. Okay. Yeah, so maybe I can come back to that one. I gotta figure out why the rest of the sample pack isn't making it in there. Should be downloaded. That's the one thing about the Logic project that always throws me for a loop. It takes so long to load sometimes. Okay, yeah, no. I think that was everything. So, see B2. All right, we'll see. If just those two pop up, then maybe I'll use those. If not, I'll find a way to get the audio over here. I do think I was downloading the library to my iPad. It was like 17 gigs worth of stuff, so, you know. AG, peace and blessings, brother. Let's see. Who we got watching on? Oop, I meant X. I didn't say what you thought I said. We got watching over on X. Peace and blessings. Streaming over on Kick 2. Yep. Twitch as well. Hey, I think we're doing pretty good today. We have Twitch, YouTube, Kick, X, and Instagram. So across 5 different platforms. I think we're doing all right. Dismiss that. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's awake over here. As far as the live stream is concerned. Okay. All right, let's get these sounds in here, man. What's going on? And then also, let me check these missing sampler instrument. That shouldn't be missing. Oh, okay. Goodness, all the sounds are now missing. So all of the work I did earlier, if it ain't one thing, it's surely another, right? Like, that's just how it goes. This month is taking out its aggression on me for staying away from the music too long. All right. Well, I guess we got to get back in here and build some stuff out. Won't take too long since I got them all and the names. But Slappy Park. That is, of course, if this library search modal didn't take absolutely forever. I don't know why it does that. So I'm not even going to look for it that way. I'm just going to run through them. Okay, yeah. Get back to the drum pads, please. Now, what is this mess? What's going on here? Okay. Slappy Park 27. There we go. Whoops. All right, Slappy Hat. Let's get over to the hat. Slappy Hat 11. Slappy Hat 30. Slappy Hat 21. Slappy Perk, we going back for that. Perk as in percussion, y'all. Don't think anything crazy. Yeah, Slappy Perk 30. Okay. Drag that on there. Let's get to the snares. Snare 16. Slappy Perk 9. We almost there. I gotta get the cymbals back. Let me get the kicks. Kicks 8. Kick 9. Kick 18 and 21. 18 and 21. All right. And we had some other kind of symbols over here. RSS symbol ride. We had RSS symbol room. I got to figure out where I was getting those from. I wish I could just search the whole browser section. Maybe it was in the samples. Symbols. Jack. Yeah, what up, cuz? See if I can search specifically for the RSS. Because I need y'all to hear that the way that thing sounded was nice. There was a reason why I actually selected it for this kind of go-to kit. Samples folder, RSS underscore symbol. All right, I'll just search that one and see if it pops up. Wait. This thing takes so long to load over here. That's the one thing about using Logic Pro on the iPad that I have no clue how to address. Everything else has been fine. Let me stop lying. The project did basically give out on me yesterday, so there is that. There we go. I think that'll help the audio just a little bit. A little more clearer shot directly into the capsule. And in the meantime, while that's loading, we'll go around to the live streams, to the feeds, check in and just say what up to y'all, see how everything's going. I'll give that a second to do what it's doing, but yeah. So far so good on this, what is it, Monday now, February 3rd, and, you know, shout out to Chainlink, I guess. You know, I don't even hold any, but, you know, that's cool as well. I have the shirt. I can't remember exactly where I got the shirt from. I think one of the events at the Atlanta Blockchain Center. So that's really who I'm shouting out. Shout out the Atlanta Blockchain Center and all of the amazing events that they've had over the years. Yeah, brought out Chainlink, Sui, Solana, and a bunch of other. Actually, you know what? No, I'm lying. I think the Chainlink event was at Kit Labs. So shout out to Kit Labs. And they were doing some really cool things. I don't know if they're still working, but we'll see. I'll have to check back in on them. Anyway, I'm still waiting for this symbol to load. We are creating a beat for the day. Hopefully we have a better setup this time around. And hopefully the platform does not crash on me like it has done for the second day in a row. We won't talk about that. But yeah, we're figuring out all the pieces as we go. Yeah, that's about it, I would say. And I've literally given this thing maybe like I started at like 10:15 to have the sounds downloading and all of that stuff. It's about Maybe it was more than 17 gigs, honestly. 17 gigs was one folder, but most of it should already be downloaded, right? It's literally just Logic having a difficult time indexing that folder, which is kind of whack if I'm being honest. I may have to check out another DAW on iPad in order to really make this thing work. That's unfortunate, but here we are. Yeah, literally, this thing hasn't loaded yet. That's crazy. All right, well, maybe I should just work with what I got, huh? Well, we'll go back to that. Oh, of course. Still gotta wait for the sample to come back. CB2. Yeah, And I need to go ahead and make a folder for that. So let's just go ahead and create an additional audio track here. We'll call this sample. I didn't. Okay. Sample 1. I didn't tell you to jump out of my search, though. Put that up at the top. Create a summing stack. Call this one samples. All right, now any day. Well, in the meantime, what I can do is at least share with y'all that track I was working on, which I performed once before. It was at the end of Connected Camping season finale from last year, which was amazing, if I would say so myself. But yeah, there's a track that was produced by Sean Local Crew, and I heard it here. Well, not here because I'm in like 5 different places right now. I heard it on Instagram, and I was just hooked. I had to work with it, and so I reached out to him and was like, "Yo, let me hop on this beat." And yeah, I don't think I bought an exclusive license, but bought a little quick license just to do something with it, and it turned out amazing, if I do say so myself. But now I just gotta find the instrumental. Oh yeah, this is it. Now that I have the instrumental, let me find out how to get it where I got it, and get it good while this thing is still loading. I don't know why, how and why are you still loading? I'm gonna just restart the project. How about that? Because that is kind of unacceptable. That should not be like that. And I will. Let me see. Let's drop in another audio source here. Media source? Yeah, let's see. Oh, but I don't know what to do with it once it's in here. Here we go. Don't give me this. Restart playback when source becomes active. Interesting. Oh, how about this? I just open it up in Apple Music. There we go. Let's see. Get that loaded up. And I should have, and yes, you can access my iCloud. Thank you for asking, Apple Music. You're so kind. Da-da. Yo, Andre, peace and blessings. My bad for just now seeing your message over on Twitter. It said it would bring the feed in. You know what? Honestly, it's probably because I'm not on my full chat. So, well, no, it did say it was gonna bring the full feed in here, but we'll see. I'm using Logic Pro on the iPad. I was using Logic on my computer, and so it just felt like a natural transition. But you know, all right. This. Oh, I have to launch Caster. Very much likely. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I mean, it should here we go. No? What's up with that, man? One second. Soundcaster stream. Okay. Yo, peace and blessings from Twitch. Is my mic echoing? Can somebody let me know if my mic is echoing? It has a nice echo on it anyway, so I don't know. Well, I'm gonna run the track back. Took me all this time to make my mind up. Still ain't made my mind in its completion. It's an endless seam of dreams, of patternings, of different reams and chapters. I skipped with season passes, seen the masters. Still searching for what I should master. I dipped and dabbled, smoked the dab and licked the tab. Got rid of that to walk a different path. I never said I was infallible. I stepped the lateral, then climbed the ladder up. The ladder which had switched the scenes to what I bring to thee in lucid verses. A universe of multitudes contained within it. All my lyrics be the language model, a train of thought that trains the bots to be prolific if they ever come across it in this algorithmic distance, shouting to the void for quantumly persistence, trying to sell myself to save my soul, it ain't no difference. Thank you for the listen, I'm just here to wish you well and share with you my thoughts. Here's what I got, and honestly, it took me all this time to make my mind up. Still ain't made my mind in its completion. It's an endless seam of dreams and patternings of different reams and chapters. I skipped with season passes, seen the masters. Still searching for what I should wait. Skip with season passes, reams and chapters. It's an endless seam of dreams. My mind ain't made to be complete. And honestly, I wish you well, cause you're listening to me. And I ain't trying to sell my soul. Just enjoy the quantum leap across this algorithmic distance. Prolific, the train of thought of language models within it. Lucid while I'm up in it, the multitudes of universes switch the scenes and tune to me like I remain. Shouting to the void on a different path. Somewhere where time is on a different tab. Simple math. It is me that I shall master, crafting all these verses, chiseling my soul to shape myself on an endless seam of dreams turned into purpose, infinite recursive, shape-shifting the surface of irrelevance, a kingdom of intelligence, pixelated melanin modeling excellence, that hex code just to stylize my avatar ain't blue in eyes, though they cute despite our differences. Anyway, off the irrelevance, still folding pros like AlphaFold, house and home, I'm still here like the couch's foam, in this bit like I found the loan, I'm a mortgage, I me memorialized, cut in stone, dug the foundation, I'm fortified, Lord of mine, a simulation of good graces you're shaping, mathematical equations, thick thighs and relations, tectonics and tasting, fruits of patience I've been cultivating, swear I took a minute, and the levels I've matured to veer from sinning, shouting to the globe that more art and presence surely worth persisting, when I just need to tell myself to listen. Well, can't believe it. That was yeah. That was Endless Seams. So just wanted to share that one with y'all before I jumped into this work for the day. And I still feel like I'm echoing, and I don't know if it's just me. Is it just me? It might be me. I wonder if it's because of the, let's see. Okay, is this better? This might be better. That's a lot better, in my opinion. I don't know. And I don't know if that mix also picks up the audio. It might be good for me to test that. Picks up the, No, it does not for some reason. Okay, well, that's good to know. Is this even going through there though? It's not. So maybe if I remove this from here and then only pull it through the caster. Sorry, y'all. I'm just playing around with the audio interface settings. Okay. Nope. Still got an echo. Brought the music back, but gave me the echo back, and I don't like that. All right. Whatever. I was playing around with that for too long yesterday anyway, so we'll get back into it. Let's figure out what to create today, right? We'll see. Right. This was supposed to be searching the aha thing, and I swore it was doing that while I was rapping. And it just gave out. It just gave out on me. I wonder if I can pull it over from... Oh, I thought it was already in my library. Maybe that was the issue with that one. I'm in my library, so why would it show me something that's not?
Baby, slow. I need you to slow
It's already
down.
downloaded. Save to files.
Please.
Okay, well. Ow. Sounds packs. Bring me the packs. Actually, let me check it. What's over here? Melody loops.
It's a long night. Baby, I don't It's a long night.
That's actually kind of cold.
Baby, I don't
I think I needed this to be an audio track, though. Let me see if I can get this track to create an instrument track, which is what I did. Sample alchemy. Let's see.
It's a long night.
That's not what I want. I want maybe the quick sampler. If not the drum designer. Drum machine designer, maybe. Back to my old faithful. This should have the
It's a long night.
Okay, so can I not edit it? What's going on? Here we go. All right. Let's make this a one shot, and also let's move this up.
It's a long night. Baby, I don't It's a long night. Baby, I don't
Need this to be one voice or mono, actually. Make that mono.
It's a long night. Baby, I don't
copy this. Not audio effects. I want to duplicate this. Go back here. Yeah. So this one. All right, we building. We working with something. We gonna see. We gonna see. Yeah, let's get another one of those. Duplicate that. I need a drum pad. Oh, actually no. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Come up here. Get this over here. And check out here. Yeah. That was the part I wanted. Baby. Baby. I had that part from the from the first part, but I forgot. But I might want to play around with this one a little bit differently. Baby. And play around with the pitch. Actually, let me make sure all of this ends up following the song tempo. Make sure all of these do. All I said was follow the song tempo, and now it's. But I kind of like that, the sound of that. Oh, it's because I'm on the layer itself. So the MIDI note is shifting. See? Okay, but it should be following the tempo now, which is good. And then we'll do that same thing for this one. Well, this one is the same as that other one, so let me figure out what I wanted to do with this one. It's a long night. Baby. It's a long night. Baby. It's a long night. Baby. All right, let me duplicate this one more time, and then I will see if there's anything else within it that I'd like to play around with. Where is that note? Oh, that part for sure. That was the one that Oh no, wait. What pitch is that? Mm, 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 mm. I wonder if this is following. It should be following too. Okay, yeah, it is. What is this tempo sounding like? I turned that metronome down so much yesterday because it was just overpowering the project. I'll put it to like 50. All right. Now you can kind of hear the metronome. No? What did I do to it? Accidentally set it at 0. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, I want. Let's see. I want to get the don't on another note so that I can play around with that one separately too. Duplicate. And then we're going to get this part. Where is that note? Let's find out. They're both still down here. All right, let's shift everything over one. Get this up here and this up here. But the tempo is... That's weird that it says it's syncing to the tempo and it does not sound like it's syncing to the tempo. Wonder if I'm gonna have to shift it again. And I don't think it gives you enough options as far as speed is concerned. So like when I come back in here, if you see the speed options, it's like straight from 1 to 2, but not like 1 1/4 or 1 1/2. So like if I had, see, it now sounds chipmunky, which is fine in certain scenarios, but this is honestly sometimes why I don't even worry about the metronome of a project. I just clean it up in post later. That's not what I wanted. Ooh.
It's a long night. It's a long night. It's a long night.
Okay, let's see. Keep playing around with this one. Let's see. I gotta figure out what this thing is doing with the tempo. How about this? I'm gonna lock the tempo at 90, and then I'll keep all of the tracks. I'll take off the follow tempo because it's just gonna mess it up. All right. Let's see. I think that I could work with that. Let me just lay something down, see what it does. Hold on. Where is the? Yep. Okay, something like that. Put the cycle on. I didn't finish that out, but whatever. Okay, all right. I'll ignore that. I'll ignore that. I kind of like that. Okay, we'll see. Okay, I gotta work with something after here. Wait, did it? Yeah, it did that thing again. Does that thing with the take folders? It always throws me off. Yeah. I'm all off the tempo, by the way. I know. I'm sorry. I'll do that again. I kind of like that double tap though. That was an accident, but a happy one. A happy accident. All right, hold on. I gotta stand up. Oh, I know how I want to do that. to turn that metronome up because I keep missing it. That's on me. I want that. Okay, hold on. I got this. Don't worry. I got this, y'all. I just messed up on the first part, that's all. Whoops. Alright, let me start trying to organize this a little bit. 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoa. Do it. No. On the playhead, sir. That was all over the place right there. I could redo this take. Redo it worse. Everything off by 1. Maybe it's the low latency. Maybe it's the latency. I ended up recording over it again. Hold on. Okay. Takes 6. Play it back. Hey, so sorry there, Amelia. I thought I could see the chats, but apparently I cannot. I put the chat box on the screen, but it's not pulling them from Kick for some reason. It's probably I'm still new to the whole the whole live streaming thing, so apologies for that. Something messed up there. Delete. And I know what I want to do with these samples up top here. I need to not clean them up, but like to give them more space. Right here. Yes, sir, sure do. ATL for the moment. I ain't gonna lie. I am thinking about moving away. Heavily. Okay. All right, let's approach these drums again. Honestly, I could just redo the takes because I don't think they were so great. They could be better. Actually, you know what? I just realized these are not these are probably not in sync. So let's look at what we got going on here. This is probably what's throwing off the drums, because these ain't even quantized. Let's go 16. How do they reckon that this is quantized by a 16th note? And then it just disappears. Okay, that's fantastic. Oh, all right. Okay. Oh yeah, the Absol concept. We the sauce. What up? Okay, yeah, nah, I actually remember that. Peace and blessings, dude. Appreciate you for joining in on the live stream. I'm super new to this. Yeah, see, that's not where I need it to be. Let's look at the... How do I switch to grid snap? It's all off the, Here, I'm gonna just get rid of this one too. Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into live streaming, like the pre-configuration, getting things like set up, the audio routing. Honestly, the audio routing has been the hardest part of this whole experience for me. Like, even the fact that I am playing this through my headphones from the iPad with the MIDI, which naturally causes latency. That's probably why I'm folding on a lot of this quantization and all of that stuff, is because like I'm hearing it differently than how it's coming into the headset. But it's definitely a learning curve. It's one of those things that I'm just trusting the process on and growing iteratively, just kind of doing my thing as far as like not worrying about the perfection or anything like that. So, but no, it's been a good process, I would say. Is just finding that flow. And yeah. And you know what I meant to do? I also meant to I have this old iPad that I could bring in here to help me monitor like the chat threads, because apparently not all of the chat threads are coming through to this multi-streaming chat box like I thought it would. But that's nice. Yeah, I'm using OBS. OBS Studios, a couple of cool like extensions and plugins, but nothing too crazy. And I got myself a little stream deck, which helps me do the scene changes like that. And then I could switch between that view and this view, which is nice. So yeah, still figuring out how to master that and like really set some impactful macros that will help the flow of things a lot better. Let's see. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, as far as tips for OBS, well, are you using Mac or Windows? Honestly, I feel like if you're using Windows, OBS is basically tailored for you. There's a lot of great, tutorials and extensions and things that work well for OBS on Windows. Mac, it's still like emerging and getting comfortable in that space. A lot of the cooler plugins and extensions are still finding their way to the Mac ecosystem. Okay, yeah, so you have the same challenge that I do working on Mac. But honestly, it's not that big of a challenge or an issue. It's more so of just working with what you have, right? And so, there's a minimal amount of plugins that I actually even end up using to configure this live stream. Like the only one that I really ended up using for real is a plugin called Downstream Keyer. And I just put all of my audio tracks on that scene in the downstream keyer just to make sure that anytime I switch through any of these views like this, that the audio, carries through and I don't have to like map it to each and every scene. So that's something that I found really helpful. Another thing I would say is, yeah, the iPad is a nice little piece to the puzzle as far as like allowing this to happen, right? So how you can see, and the reason why I did it this way as well is because I wanted to separate the CPU usage, like I thought it would be overkill trying to live stream to like 5 or 6 different platforms and then also opening up like Logic and doing all of my music on the same laptop. I didn't think my setup would be able to handle that. So I was like, oh, just use the iPad that I bought to do these creative things with, and then figure out a way to get that feed into OBS. And so There is a way, like if you plug it in, I think there's a way that you can just get the picture. Like if you plug the iPad directly into your laptop, you can just pull up the video source from the iPad itself and stream it, but I don't think you get the audio from it. And no, you might, but the challenge I was having as well was like, how do I I couldn't just plug it straight into the iPad if I had my MIDI controller also needing to plug into the iPad. So then I got a hub, and then I had to figure out how to get the hub to connect the iPad into OBS. And so because of using the hub, OBS wouldn't pick it up the same way it would pick up had I just plugged the iPad directly into the MacBook. So I then had to get a capture card and then connect the hub that the iPad is connected to into the capture card, and then the capture card into my docking station or straight to the computer. And then you would choose the video source from the capture card, and then also separately the audio source. That way, when I do stuff like this, y'all can hear it like I can hear it. That was a lot, but you know that's the process, and I'm trusting it. Just figuring it out. Um, and then I figured this would make more sense if I tried to extension disconnected. Okay, well that's fun. Um, I gotta figure out what email I used to connect to Kick. Settings, profile. Dang, why did I use that crazy email? And I need to. How do I find bookmarks? Let me see, passwords. Autofill passwords. No, I'm trying to make my life easier by pulling up the Kick chat on my other phone here on this one. Yeah, no, it was definitely complicated. I do think it's paid off. Thank you. I appreciate that. And that was just this part of the equation, right? Like, oh, also, if you're on Mac, there's another tool. Well, depending on what you're trying to do or what you're trying to stream, for instance, like I explained how to get the audio from the iPad and the visual from the iPad into OBS. But then, say for instance, you wanted to play audio from your desktop computer, depending on your audio interface and how you're getting your microphone into OBS, if you pull the desktop audio as well, depending on how it's routed, it'll pick it up twice. And so then you'll have to some audio interfaces allow for a configuration called mix minus, which basically takes out the original signal from what's being looped back into it. But then there's just another platform called Caster that I found, which lets you get more granular with the audio controls for Mac. Like for Windows computers, it's all built in, right? Like, luckily for them, they can go straight to their sound settings and change the volume of any media source that's playing on their computers, whether that's a browser, whether it's each and every individual application, etc. But that's not something that's built into Mac. So there's an app for that called Caster, and it's great. You can pull in each and every individual media source. You can say, okay, this volume control is for desktop audio, this volume control is for Apple Music, this one is for my browser, this one might be for a game I'm playing, or sounds from Discord if I'm talking in a chat there as well. And then you can, adjust all of those volumes, and then you can decide to just send the mix from Caster into OBS, and then handle your mixing over there in the caster side, or you can send each one of those channels, those sound channels, into its separate sound source, and then you can pull each one of those sound sources into OBS. Okay. Ah. All right. Let's see what I did with this, because I think I was trying to fix this. See, it was right there when it got off tempo. So I'm just gonna delete that, and then I'll try to do it again. Okay, wait. I was hearing the drum in my head, and oh yeah, if you're trying to stream music, then Caster is likely your way to go. They have a paid version and a free version. The free version is just all right. Unfortunately, the paid version is like $100, but it's one time. I think I was getting away with the free version, and then I ran into some issues, and I was just like, why? So I had to figure out whether I was gonna pay for that or try to figure it out in OBS. And so I took a day to try to figure out if I could find out if I could do it all through OBS. I was having challenges. So I just went back to Caster, and I ended up buying it. It's an investment. It's an investment for the future. It's an investment for whatever this is going to become. And it's an investment in my creative freedom. Okay, let me see then. Let me see if it was I forgot where that one was. Okay. Alright, I gotta get rid of that the drums right there too. Just because I'm gonna have to redo them in sync with the tempo, and that's okay. That's what I needed. Just a little cleanup. Get back to the drums. Yeah, it's just like a half step slower than I think it is. So close. I wanted the thing there. Okay, that was it. So you're just gonna time out and then not time back in? That's crazy. Where is that? Color is throwing me off. Oh no, come on. Don't do this. Don't do this. Why? All I did was try to change the color. It's probably because it's playing. No? It just doesn't like me. That's unfortunate. My bad. Yeah. love that you never don't mind. I mean, it's crazy how I live all the time. And you just wait and peace and blessings, y'all. I'm checking in over on the Instagram side of things. My bad, I was just in a little groove. Peace and blessings, cousin. Peace and blessings, Chief Kareem. Little vibe. Yeah, it's something simple today, you know. Finally got the sample kit to work the way that I needed it to work, for the most part, you know. But I wonder if this is if this will work. Let's see. Peace and blessings indeed. Got this little key thing here. Just gonna try to mess around with some of the other instruments. Although simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. I love how simple this beat is. Doesn't need much. But I'm wondering what I can do with some of these other things. Maybe it's in the MIDI settings over here on this side. Bluetooth MIDI devices. Let's connect that. Hey, it worked. Oh wait, but did it disconnect this other guy? Maybe not. We'll see. Definitely not those horns though. That's what's not needed. What key you said is in? C. Melodic groove. Is it just in straight up C? Alright, what happened to my volume controls? Yeah, little vibe. Nice. What you working on lately? Yeah, just like a subtle pad. Let's see. Just something simple to carry. Gotta turn down the velocity on those just a little bit. Oh, and also, you don't have to answer me if you're just vibing and listening. I don't want to make you turn away from work just to respond. And put some audio effects on there. Put a new reverb. Try a little special effect reverb. Multi effect? Chroma verb? This the one? Okay. Okay. This is nice. All of it just needs to come down just a little bit. That's all. Go away. Go away. Subtle pad. Subtle pad. What I had the first time was nice. Oh, of course it did the thing with the track stack again. It doesn't need it. Maybe I should get started on the writing. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, I think. I'm gonna slide this over here. Now let me figure out what I want to do with the rest of this. Hold on. Slide that up. Slide that up. Let's see if anything from the beginning was salvageable. We'll see. We will see if anything was salvageable. Timed out. That's whack. Okay. Paste that playhead. And I can redo that. Cut. No copy. Paste that playhead. Oh, wait. Don't do that. Paste that playhead. And honestly, I wonder if bring the whole band into it. And get down. A little bit of panning. Bring these all the way down. Give a bit of panning. Right, because I wanted to move this down. Copy. And then bring that back in over here. Maybe on the marimbas. Put them on the marimbas first. Nice. Wait. Okay. That was the moment. Falling off of the beat, falling off of the tempo. That was the cue, that was the cue. you never don't mind. My bad. I was heads down in it. Need that on the one. There's a thing I could do on. Whatever. Good enough. Alright, I think that's good enough. Is that the strings that loud? Okay. I was way too locked in with that one. I needed to make sure I was like in it, you know? Just to make sure I can get through that one. That one was whoops. Okay. Yeah, no, that wasn't bad. I'm not mad at that. Definitely not mad at that. And where do I want to save this? Save to files. Yeah, exactly. Stems, I guess. This is supposed to be where the instrumental is. Save. Export was saved. And then okay. Pardon me on all that, y'all. I was quite locked in. I was I mean that wasn't bad though. I think that's ultimately a good thing. I think we got a pretty chill beat today. Wasn't the one that I was initially expecting to work on, but you know, I'm not mad at it. And it's only 4 o'clock. I mean, it's only 4 o'clock. I can maybe write for an hour and see what I come up with. Probably will take me that long. Probably won't take me that long. And then I'll have day 3. Day 3 will be done and out the way. And ultimately, I think that is a good thing. I think we've done our due diligence. Continue. Let's add some audio. And I'm going to drafts. Not drafts, stems. Open. Let's put it in here and create a new project. FF'25. There we go. Now I'm gonna just run this on a loop and then write to it, you know? Whoops. Move the pad out the way. And let's get to writing, shall we? Right. Sorry, that was loud and obnoxious. What I need to do is get my phone on a charger. Where is... Yep, it's right here. Oops. Sorry, y'all. Maybe it's just that loud for me. I got a bunch of splashes on this screen, so I'm just trying to clean it off. Whoops. Well, let's see what I come up with, all right? The present.
love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present, a present that you offer your presence so that I honor your essence. Let's take a minute. I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present, a present that you offer your presence so that I honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle and now to tussle. I set aside all the hustle and take the moment. I set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up.
Peace and blessings, not music reviews. Sorry.
Love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present that you offer your presence so that I offer your essence.
Okay.
Run it back, run it back. Hey, baby. I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present, a present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle and now at a tussle. I set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Whole night to make it up. Better up, get the pillow so often. In the morning they'll be tough after we yeah. present that you offer your presence so that I honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle an hour to tussle. I set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind. Peace and blessings. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind. The sample dictated the direction of the song. That's just how it be sometimes. I love it that you really don't mind. I don't focus, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence so that I honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle an hour to tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind. That goes for both you and I. Back on the grind, that goes for you and for I. That goes for both. Yeah, I like for you and for I better, I think. Okay, all my worry, baby. Yeah, worry, baby. Yeah, worry, baby. I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offered your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle an hour to tussle. I set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind. That goes for you and for I. Goes for you and for I. This life could end us all dry. Well. I bet that you really don't mind. I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. a present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Take a minute to wrestle an hour to tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly I'll be back on the grind. That goes for you and for I. This life could bring us all dry. Yeah, there's never that. Bring us so dry. Yeah, there's never that from what. Yeah, there's never that from what you could provide. Bring us so dry. Yeah, there's never that from what you provide. From what you provide.
Well, yeah.
I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Take a minute to wrestle an hour to tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind, that goes for you and for I. This life could wring us all dry. Yet it's never that from what you provide. But I'm off on the fly, back to the A again. The fly, back to the A again. Back to the A again. Back to the A again, where it all say again. Where it all says. Auntie.
I gotta call my auntie back. I'll give her a call a little bit later. Yeah.
I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Take a minute to wrestle an hour to tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind, that goes for you and for I. This life is all dry on the fly, back to the A again, where it all stay again. Back to the A again. On the fly, back to the again. Get I'm off on the fly, back to the A again.
My bad, y'all. I forgot to check all my other.
Wildenfree, forever flowing on the third. I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Take a minute to wrestle, an hour to tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind, that goes for you and for I. That goes. Life could wring us all dry. That goes for you and for I. This life could wring us so dry. Yet it's never what you provide, but I'm off on the fly. Back to the A again, where it all stay again. Back to the A again. Back to the A again. Goes up to J-Pan. The egg. East Coast to West Coast out to J-Pan. That's hilarious. Locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your presence. I'll take a minute to wrestle, an hour to tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Little love, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning it'll be tough. Another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind, that goes for you and for I. Life will make us all right. Yet it's never that from what you provide, but I'm off on the fly. Back to the air again. I just want to do the I want to avoid the seemingly unavoidable. But I'm off on the fly, back to the egg again, where it all stay again. And I want to keep that same pattern, but it's like I keep falling back into it. Present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle, an hour to tussle. I'll take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning it'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind, that goes for you and for I. This life could bring us all dry. I wonder if I'm gonna keep that line just because it's like existential. Like rather
It, like takes a peek at the existential nature of reality, which not that I want to avoid it, but I so frequently bring it into the music. I so frequently bring that aspect into the music. Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to drop you. This is literally just my phone. I could put it on like a little tripod thingy, but I didn't.
Just like a finger, so I'll try. It was never that from what you provide. Now I'm off on a fly. On a fly. Back to the A again, where it all stay again.
I'm gonna give it some time.
How you bring me to life is a wonder. woman, I should retire. The summer's outside, yeah. Wonderful woman, I should retire. The summer's outside, yeah. Is outlie even a word? I mean, I know outliers, but like, I gotta check. Yeah, it is actually. Out or outlay, outline. Outlying is the word, but I think people get the point, right? I wonder if it's a word that can be separated from its ing. It will in this case. How about that? A woman, I should retire. The sun was outside when you outlier. Bring me to life is a wonderful woman. I should retire. The summers. I said summers. I didn't even say retire. Really don't mind. Another time. Wonderful woman, I should retire. The summer's outside when you outline all the rest. Wonderful woman, I should retire. The summer's outside when you outline. Right back to the present as a present for you. show you the dream or a fun. I'll show you I'm sure you won't mind. It's a dream I will find for that lady. A present for you. Sure you won't mind. Find for that lady. Back it up.
Okay. I think that's good enough. We'll see. Whoops. Sorry. Run it back real quick. Whoops.
I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle, and now with a tussle I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind. That goes for you and for I. This life could wring us all dry. Yet it's never that from what you provide. How you bring me to life. Yeah. How you bring me to life is a wonder, wonderful woman. I should retire the summers outside when you outlie all the rest. Should I clean carve out the heart at the middle of my chest and wrap it up? Bring it right back to the present for you.
Okay, let me see how it was. I had a couple of ways I wanted to approach it. One way was like with a couple of pauses in there, like intermittent, whatever.
I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence so that you'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle, and now with a tussle I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind. That goes for you and for I. This life could wring us all dry. Yeah. Yet it's never that from what you provide. Nah. How you bring me to life is a wonder, wonderful woman. I should retire the summers outside when you outlie all the rest. Should I clean carve out the heart at the middle of my chest? Should I carve out the heart? Outlie all the rest. Should I? When you outlie all the rest. Just wrap it up. All the rest. Should I clean carve out the heart out my chest and wrap it up?
Okay, that was what it was. Yeah. I gotta run it back though. Baby. Wildenfree, forever flowing on the 3rd.
I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle, and now with a tussle I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind. That goes for you and for I. Yet it's never that from what you provide. Yet how you bring me to life is a wonder, wonderful woman. I should retire the summers outside when you outlie all the rest. Should I clean carve out the heart out my chest and wrap it up? Back to the present as a present for you. Wrap it up. and wrap it up, bring it right back to the present as a present for you. Yeah, I'm sure you don't mind. Perfect, baby. I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now, I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle and now what a tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind, that goes for you and for I. This life could wring us all dry. Yet it's never that from what you provide. Yeah. How you bring me to life is a wonder. Wonderful woman, I should retire the summers. Outside when you outlie all the rest. Should I clean, carve out the heart out my chest and wrap it up, bring it right back to the present as a present for you? Yeah, I'm sure you won't mind. That's a dream I refine for the woman that'll really make me pack it up. But I really don't pack it up. I think there's another downbeat there that I wanted to hold on. Yeah. I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle and now what a tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind, that goes for you and for I. This life could wring us all dry. Yet it's never that from what you provide. Well, yeah. How you bring me to life is a wonder. Wonderful woman, I should retire the summers. Outside when you outlie all the rest. Should I clean, carve out the heart out my chest and wrap it up, bring it right back to the present as a present for you? Yeah, I'm sure you won't mind. That's a dream I'll refine for the woman that really made me pack it up. That's a dream I refine for the woman that really made me pack it up. Getting there. We're getting there. It's quite close. It's almost there. I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your essence, Let's take a minute to wrestle and now with a tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind, that goes for you and for I. This life could wring us all dry. Yet it's never that from what you provide. Well, how you bring me to life is a wonder. Wonderful woman, I should retire the summers. Outside when you outlie all the rest. Should I clean, carve out the heart out my chest and wrap it up, bring it right back to the present as a present for you? Yeah, I'm sure you won't mind. That's a dream I refine for the woman that'll really make me pack it up. Cadence is there, I think. Maybe. We'll see. I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now, I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle, an hour to tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind. That goes for you and for I. This life could wring us all dry. Yet it's never that from what you provide. Well, how you bring me to life is a wonder. Wonderful woman, I should retire the summers outside when you're out, lie all the rest. Should I clean, carve out the heart out my chest and wrap it up, bring it right back to the present as a present for you? Yeah, I'm sure you won't mind. That's a dream I refine. For the woman that for the woman. That's a dream I refine. For the woman that'll really make me pack it up.
Think I like that one.
I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now, I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle, an hour to tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind. That goes for you and for I. This life would wring us all dry. Yet it's never that from what you provide. Well, how you bring me to life is a wonder. Wonderful woman, I should retire the summers outside when you're out, lie all the rest. I should clean, carve out the heart up my chest and wrap it up, bring it right back to the present as a present for you. Yeah, I'm sure you won't mind. That's a dream I refine for the woman that'll really make me pack it up. Alright, one more practice round, and then I'll get ready to actually do the recording performance. About 3 hours today, it's not too bad. Yeah, I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now, I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you'll offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle, an hour to tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind. That goes for you and for I. This life could wring us all dry. Yet it's never that from what you provide. Well, how you bring me to life is a wonder. Wonderful woman, I should retire the summers outside when you're out, lie all the rest. I should clean, carve out the heart out my chest and wrap it up, bring it right back to the present as a present for you. Yeah, I'm sure you won't mind. That's a dream I refine for the woman that'll really make me pack it up. And that's it. I think that's it. So we wrapped it up with this song for the day. Not too bad. I think we got it done in about 3 hours, which is cool. Found a nice sample off Splice. And yeah, now I will get ready to actually do the recording performance part. Actually, I need to type it out. Let me type it out first so I make sure I get those lyrics locked in. And so we'll bring that around to the computer. Let us open up the Notion where all the things end up going. But it's always nice to have backup and redundancy in other places, you know? And let's get started with track 2. Oh, my bad, I ain't even switched the computer over yet.
25. This is day 2. Oh, my bad, I am on the day 3. Don't mind me, it's a better title. 25. This one. This one. What do we call the first one? Well severed.
That you really don't mind.
Don't mind. Better title. This one. What do we call the first one? Well severed. Hold on. I forgot I had my Alright, here we go. Gotta get this typed out. Hold on. I forgot I had my Here we go. Get this typed out. Take that. Minute to test. A minute to rest and an hour to test. Take that. Shortly after, back on the grind. I know it's not a word, but I'm making it a word today. It's a word in part. That's it. Perfect line where you got perfect. All right. And I think we still have pretty decent audio running into OBS. We'll see. I wonder if I need to turn up the instrumental just a little bit, because I do think I pumped up the microphone volume a little bit. And
think we still have pretty decent audio. Running the OBS. All right, we should be recording. Let me run it back then. Wildenfree, forever flowing on the third. I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now, I'll give you all mine, the present. Let's take a. Sorry. Wait, did I start it over? Yep. I didn't even finish writing. That's my fault. All mine, the present. The present that you offer your presence, so that I'll honor your essence. There you go. That was what it was. All right, here we go. Soon come. All right. Gotta get the framing right. All right, here we go. Actually. Wild and free, forever flowing on the third. I love it that you really don't mind. I don't like how that rolled out. Wild and free, forever flowing on the. Excuse me, pardon me. This is the fun of the live stream. Wild and free, forever flowing on the third. I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence, so that I'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle, an hour to tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after, back on the grind. That goes for you and for I. This life could wring us all dry. Yet it's never that from what you provide. Well, how you bring me to life is a wonder. Wonderful woman, I should retire the summers outside when you outlie all the rest. I should clean, carve out the heart out my chest and wrap it up, bring it right back to the present as a present for you. Yeah, I'm sure you won't mind. That's a dream I'll refine for the woman that'll really make me pack it up. Well, and that's it. Or at least I think it is. We gonna find out. Gotta run it back and look at it in post. But on the live stream, this is what y'all get. Y'all getting it. I won't overanalyze it. I won't actually put in any extra effort to like post-produce it or anything like that. I just gotta find the right cut, chop it, and throw it out there. You know, that's the whole goal. That's the whole goal of February Flows, is shipping, getting out of the mode of perfectionism and just getting right to it. Just putting it out there, having some ideas, having fun with it, putting it out there in the world, not caring about what the result is or what it's, you know, whatever it is. My bad, We the Sauce. I didn't even know you popped back in over on Kick. I have tried punching in, but I don't really care to punch in like that. Yeah, I usually do one takes. Yeah. It's, I'm not going to say one is more or less authentic. Let me not say it that way, but I'll say that for me, it feels
meaningful. I don't even know if meaningful is the right word either, right? It feels nice to just be able to like get it all off in one, not necessarily one breath, but like that one take and saying like, okay, cool, this is how it feels flowing from the beginning to the end. And honestly, I perform it that way because I intend to perform it that way, right? Like, and that's honestly how it's that has shaped my writing of the music as well. Like, I'll do things that are intentionally challenging to articulate, but make sure that I can actually do it within the flow of a performance. And I will also give myself meaningful moments of stillness or pause or silence within a verse to recoup or to gather myself or collect for that one moment just so I can dive back into it, right? So I would definitely say the thoughts of making, like, of performing it and doing it in one take has shaped the way that I write the music. So, but yeah, this one ended up being like a nice little intimate, chill vibe, something fun. Maybe the ladies will like it, and I think that it was a fun thing to do for the day. I have to eat something, and I have a meeting in about. Oh, actually, I'm finishing in pretty good time today. Um, yeah, I have a meeting in like 2 hours though. My phone is at 5%, which is capturing all of this footage, so maybe I should have put that on a charger a long time ago. Whoops. Let's see. Boom. 1 second. How's that? How's that? Get the battery charger. Actually, I didn't even think about that. I could have just put the little battery pack on it, but whatever. There we go. Now the phone has some charge to it. But yeah, how was your meeting? Yeah, I'll chill out on the live stream for a little bit. I'm going to stop the recording side of this so it doesn't drag on too long. I already have 3 hours worth of footage, but, Yeah. Okay, cool. Nothing is exploding. My CPU was able to. Okay, well, here's the thing. The stream. Wait, was I back on live for real? No, it just says ended 3 hours ago. My live on Twitter only lasted 22 minutes for whatever reason. I'll have to go watch that back and see what worked, what didn't work, why it ended. But yeah, them all day meetings, man. New projects always get you, man. Like it's a lot of like early onset. Well, that's a weird way to put that. My bad. Let me not say it that way. A lot of initial ideation and stuff have to flow through. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you from going to uh, X to Twitch to Kick or to wherever. I'm guessing this is. Are you messaging through Twitch or Kick? I don't know. Kick. Yeah. But yeah, overall just been a good day. This one flowed relatively smoothly. I think that having the structure of the sound packs really helps to reduce a lot of the friction in the process because that was definitely a hurdle from yesterday. I would also say another hurdle from yesterday was the audio. Got you. Yeah, definitely appreciate following across the different platforms and seeing how it's turning out. I think that the quality on X was choppy a little bit too. I'm not sure if that was because of the like maybe I'm not taking advantage of the full bandwidth or the settings that it should have. But I mean, I don't know. I put the bandwidth at like 9,000 kilobytes per second. I'll have to look back into it again. Those were the recommended settings, but maybe it's because I'm using my software encoder. I don't know. I feel like when I used the hardware encoder, it got worse. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm learning that. I mean, today is the first day that I was able to stream on there. And I mean, honestly, Kick, I think this is like day 2 of me streaming on here. But I mean, I think it was relatively easy to set up and kind of get the ball rolling. And it does seem like it's holding the stream quality well. I would say like it's on par with Twitch and YouTube. I would say it's on par. Instagram, maybe. I don't know. Instagram seems all right. It does look like it reduces the resolution a bit, but that's to be expected, honestly. But yeah, how's when are you usually streaming? We the sauce. Yeah, that's fair to say. Well, hopefully I don't stum into too many of their issues, but for now it's pretty chill. And the whole goal for me was to just, if I'm gonna be live streaming, might as well push it across as many platforms as I can actually maintain, right? Like if my computer has the capability to get the footage out to each platform, then I will, you know, I'll stream there. Yeah. And I'm on the fence about whether or not I'll ever do the the video game streaming thing, but it's like it's not like I don't game a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Got the teal vibes, but gaming is such a temperamental thing for me. Yeah, no set schedule when I have the time, but at least twice a month. That's a good rate. That's a good going rate. That's why I upgraded my Mac. You and me both. Trust me when I say my old Mac would have never been able to handle this. Actually, I tried. I tried. There was a couple of test runs and it just was not, it wasn't doing it. But it was time though, honestly. I had my old Mac, well, it was a 2019. So before the M series chips, I literally had the last generation Intel based Macs. And I mean, for what it was worth, it held up as well as it could, you know, like it was definitely holding on strong for 5 years. But yeah, so 4 or 5 years in 2020. Yeah. Oh, you were in the same boat? Yeah, so you definitely know the struggles then. Because those things will just, the fans were incessant, dude. They were like loud. Let me check if this one is even. Okay, yeah, nah. My new one is making fan noises right now, but that is because I am simultaneously broadcasting to like 4 different platforms, you know. So taking that with a grain of salt. Yeah, with the touch bar for sure. And I don't really miss it. Like just a little bit. Just cuz I had like what is it called? Better Touch tool, and there was this extension or addition that you can add to it called Golden Chaos, which lets you configure the touch bar exactly how you want it. Well, for the most part. And I had like, you know, the time, the weather, the battery percentage, and like a couple of other things just like right there visible across the top. And that was really, really helpful to have, you know, like seeing the album artwork of the music that was playing, the date. So that was nice. Sometimes I'll be looking around on this computer and being like, where the heck, where is just the general details at? So I'm still getting used to that aspect, but overall, I would say that the upgrade was meaningful and well worth it. expensive as all get out. Expensive. Yeah. Well, if you didn't use it to its full potential, then that means you're not missing out on much. I'll say that. You definitely weren't missing out on much. So that's probably a good thing. Oh, and I should be on this one just in case chat rolls through, but I mean I think this is only picking up chat from, I think it said Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, maybe. I'm using the Streamlabs thing. Working on your website. Nice, nice. Gotta get the website going. I mean, honestly, I had a website for the longest time, and like almost nobody went there. Like as a music artist, like people just go like straight to my Apple Music or Spotify or whatever it is, and it was just like the website was nice, but also it was just like I had a lot of stuff going on in there that was just like overkill or like not being taken advantage of, and then it became a bit old and outdated in regards to like the actual back end processing and like the upkeep of the website. And so one day I just decided to just let it go. I was like, let me just simplify however I can as best I can without trying to make something be more of a headache than it needs to be. I was just like, I'll leave it at this. But one day I do plan on recreating a website, but more so in a similar fashion to how I've approached the music today and how I will for this month, right? Where it's more so of just having fun with it, tinkering around with curiosity and no expectation, and then just allowing myself to, you know, maneuver my way into something amazing. Yeah. Dang. 2016? The laptop? Sheesh. Oh, the website. If it's the website you're talking about, that's cool. That would be a dope. That's dope to make a new like hot new hip hop / stream site. I definitely think that would be really cool. Definitely rooting you on for that one. Definitely let me know. Yeah. I'll continue to make music, so hopefully one day it's worthwhile and it might reach a platform like yours. That would be awesome. So yeah, I mean, I do this for the love of it anyway. I do this for my own sanity. I do this for my own joy. And I am just grateful to be back into a space of creative exploration this month, and creative exploration within my own pursuits and on my own projects, and that has been cathartic. Yeah. Oh, word? Oh, bless up. I definitely appreciate that. Yeah. You mean currently, or you mean like you will? If you do, share a link. That'll actually be cool. I can't remember if that's something you told me already or not, but no, I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, I have plenty of more music like to release or put out there. I just have to figure out the process, the method, the timing. Not figure it out. It's more so like the timing and all of that stuff. Ah, definitely. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's big respect. Definitely appreciate that. Well, yeah, hopefully they're the ones of quality for sure. The ones on YouTube that I've been posting, like I've been using a social media manager tool to effectively like cross post, and I have YouTube lined up with all of my vertical platforms. And so I noticed like the video footage, that goes there is the one that's vertical, which is fine. But like when it's not a short, it's weird to have a regular post / video in the vertical format. And so I was like, maybe starting today, I will actually do the horizontal post and set that aside specifically. Whoops. set that aside specifically for YouTube. So at least that way you have the wider landscape on that one. But I'm not sure how much it matters. I have an inkling to want to just keep it the way that it was since I already started that way. But I don't know. We'll see. Any thoughts on that? What do you think? I'm not gonna lie to you. My sleepiness is going to creep up on me so heavily, and I am trying to hold out until my meeting. My goodness, I might have to take a nap before my meeting, but then I'll end up staying up later at night that I need to. Oh, nice. Thank you very much for adding them to the playlist. I definitely appreciate that. Hopefully, one or two has resonated with you. This one is chill. We'll see what I come up with tomorrow. It's always fun to just eh, let it be, like not have any expectation around what it is that I want it to be or how it should go or what, I did have an initial idea going into this month to consider like theming it and like getting really big brained and like drawing like an overarching story or plot line across all 28 songs that is like led into it one by one by one, right? But I was like, you know what? Nah. I'm not I'm not gonna overthink it. Like I'm just gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna let each song come to me naturally, presently, right? In the moment, day by day, and just let it be what it is. And that's it. Yeah. So the normal resolution is best. You say normal resolution as in like this landscape, right? Okay, cool. Bet. So I'm gonna put the landscape ones on YouTube and make sure that those posts go out that way. Um as far as the clip is concerned, where I actually perform the track. I was thinking of also doing some like clips slash highlights of the production process and everything that I was live streaming leading up to those moments. Um, but that's another part of this whole live streaming thing that I realized was like, oh shoot, that's a lot of work. Like that's a lot of like skimming through, like especially like I just sat down and did 3 hours. Yesterday was like 3.5 hours, if not a little bit more. And I'm like, yo, if I have to skim through 3 hours worth of content, 3.5 hours worth of content every single day to get just a couple of clips, I'm like, that's gonna be intense. So I'm partly leaving it as is, like, or just getting the end part. I do know that I have like the little clip button or like the marker. So like if you get a Stream Deck, there's a Twitch plugin, and you can just get the marker to like mark the moment. But when I'm in the flow of it, I also don't remember to hit that marker button. So I'm like, how useful is that really if I'm not remembering to hit the marker? CapCut helps. Okay. There was what's the other one called? Opus Clips. There's a couple of those like AI tools that would like skim through all of your content, find the most viral moments, and then like serve it up to you and be like, okay, here's the most viral clips. You can choose the ones you want. And I think that's a really compelling offer. Sounds good. Sounds useful. But I was looking at all of these prices on stuff, and I'm like, okay. The price isn't terrible per se, but it's more so of the volume of content that I intended to push through it in this 1 month. So I'm like, oh, that's a different story. Like if it was just regular live streaming once or twice a week, maybe even 3 times a week, right? And you had some set regimen or routine already, in place, then yeah, maybe. But every single day in an entire month, most of them, not all of them, but some of them run off of credits, right? Like your AI credits, and that's what would get me. They're like, oh, you can use such and such amount of credits, or 30 minutes worth or an hour worth. And I'm like, ooh. Okay, cool. You say use that too. You meant Opus Clips, right? I might check it out, honestly. Honestly. I'm hoping it's good. But this is the one I was really talking about. They got 150 credits for the first month, 3,600 credits for the pro. Yeah, so we gonna see. We gonna see. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that they're actually following through. Opus Clips, at least. Hmm. Well, this has been fun. This was a good day. Now to do it all again tomorrow. So the goal is to go live every single day this month in the month of February. I think right now I'm lining up the timing that 2 p.m. Eastern Time is a pretty solid starting hour. And for sure, I don't mind. I would love to be a guest on the podcast whenever you're hosting, if it aligns with the schedule. And, definitely looking to hearing and seeing more about that. Feel free to shoot me a DM on one of these platforms or something like that, or text me. I think we exchanged numbers, right? Maybe. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. One or social media is one of them. So yeah, just shoot me a message, and we'll figure out a time where I can, potentially guest feature on the podcast. That would be cool. I already got the podcast set up. You feel me? I'm already locked in. I used to do a podcast back in the day, but it's like a, what do you call it? COVID quarantine type thing. I was like, yeah, let's explore this thing for a little while. And it was cool. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to doing it again, but it's more so of just I felt like I ran out of things to say. Or not necessarily that I ran out of things to say. It was like I said enough things that were potent enough that I didn't feel like I needed to say more. Even though I thought I was going to say more. But I was just like, nah, you know what? This is okay. This is good enough. Nice, nice. It's one step at a time, one piece of equipment at a time. One thing I'll say is Facebook Marketplace works wonders sometimes, especially for not the core essential pieces, right? Of course, not trust me, I looked on Facebook Marketplace for the MacBook, but I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. Not to say that I can't. Maybe you might find a gem amongst all of the stuff there, but it's high risk, high reward, high risk, and I think that it's better to just go the refurbished route or through a certified vendor, retailer, or something like that. Go for the refurbished option, but that's the MacBook itself. But the small peripheral things that might benefit your setup, the lights, could easily find solid option or something like that on Facebook Marketplace. Mic arm, Facebook Marketplace, a little docking station if you need a couple more USB hub type things, Facebook Marketplace. The color lights, Facebook Marketplace, Stream Deck, Facebook Marketplace. You'll find a bunch of that stuff. Mac of all trades is the best. Nice. I hadn't even heard of that one. You got the M4, the shiny one. I went refurbished. I got the M3 Max. It's hanging in here. It's doing all right. It's doing its thing. I'm happy with it. And honestly, the live stream thing is pretty fun. Even just the just chatting part. Well, the just chatting part is fun when you actually have people to chat to. When it's just me in here and I'm just like working on the music, I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just focus on the music. But then people pop in and out, and I don't even know because I'm like so locked in with the music and shit. Um, ooh, went all out with the M4 Max. Oh yeah, did you get the nano texture display? I got that on the iPad and I love it. Like, I would have absolutely put it on my laptop had I not gone the refurbished route. But that nano texture display is something nice. Like, it doesn't take away from the visibility and all of that stuff, in my opinion. Not to like an extreme extent. I think it does really good. Oh, nice. That's a smart move. Trading the old iPad for the MacBook. Is the hard to follow? I think that's okay. Cool. I just followed you on here. Cool. Yeah, that's probably a solid move. I'm hearing rumors that maybe they might release a new iPad model, but I don't know. We'll see. The latest one, the M4, is perfectly fine, honestly. I am honest, like this whole live streaming experience and me working with Logic Pro on the iPad and even writing my lyrics out on the tablet, like that has been the pinnacle of me doing my due diligence to put this thing to its maximum use and potential. I have the M4 iPad Pro, yeah, and it was I'm that one I put on the payment plan, yeah. But I think that this experience, doing the whole February flows and dedicating to making myself a song every single day, it doesn't matter what the subject is and all of that stuff, doesn't matter how perfect it is, it doesn't matter the sound, but just approaching the art, the creativity, and giving present moment space to appreciate and express actionable gratitude for the pieces of equipment that I have picked up along the way. That is the goal, right? Like, let me actually dive into this tool. Let me actually learn how to use Logic Pro. Let me actually, work on, like, I literally was there's this app, it's a calligraphy app, and it was showing like a very specific like handwriting posture and things, and I was like, so like my regular writing, like I don't even remember how I used to write before. Maybe like this, right? Like with the knuckles like fully down, that kind of thing, right? Or like, but then there's a calligraphy app, and it was saying the perfect writing posture is like, where is it? Where is it? You have to like have one here. The second finger is like down along the side. I have the 13. I honestly like the larger screens on everything, so I went with the 13-inch iPad Pro, and then I got the 16-inch MacBook. And yeah, I could have gone the smaller route, but I like the screen real estate. And when I opened it up, I went to the store actually when I was looking at the iPads. And when I was looking at the iPad 11 versus the iPad 13, certain elements inside of Logic Pro were like reduced, so you couldn't actually see that UI component on the screen because of how small the screen was versus how it looked on the 13-inch. And it was subtle. It was probably like one button, but in my mind, it made a difference, right? I was just like, well, I don't want to have to scroll the screen over or resize this and lose screen real estate over here just to get that one button back. But yeah, so I went with the 13. And honestly, I had the old boy. I had the OG iPad Pro from like 2015, and that one, like the 12.9 inch, was a big body. Like that iPad is larger than this 13-inch one. And so either way it went, I would have gone down like physically in the size of what I was carrying around by getting the 13-inch. And so that's why I was just like, all right, that's cool. I can get this one. But yeah, I feel you on the saving money part. I probably should have done that or could have done that. It's always nice to save some money, and um, I I'm still paying this one off, but I do think that what my grandfather, rest in peace, left me with a vexing lesson that has, or it's had its vice grip on me for the longest time in my life, and I don't think it'll ever let go. But he once told me, buy it nice or buy it twice. That's that's all I needed to hear. And for better or for worse, my mother enables me with that. She echoes the sentiment. And so whenever I'm talking to her about things like that, you know, she's like, buy it nice or buy it twice. You know what your grandfather would always say. And I'm like, yeah. Well. So especially with items that I know are going to be an investment or something that I know that I can use to make money off of it, then it's like, all right, let me not skimp. Let me not try to shy away from the expense on this. Let me figure it out. However it takes, however much it takes, I'm gonna go for it. That's why you get the max. Exactly that point. Exactly that. Even like the craziest part about it, I wasn't like, what was it? I was gonna go all the way M4 Max and all of this stuff, but I kept hearing rumors about like, oh, like they're gonna change the form factor. Yo, peace and blessings, Dreesen. Um, they were talking about you know, the form factor of the MacBook and how they're gonna change it maybe next year, right? 2026. And I'm like, I'm gonna be so pissed if I buy like a brand new MacBook and then they drop the next one, it's like significantly thinner or something like that and like lighter. So I was just like, let me go with the refurbished one. And I was thinking to just go like super lightweight, like Facebook Marketplace 14-inch, $2,000 or something like that, right? Like, but I kept hearing the buy it nice, buy it twice thing in my head. And I knew that I was like, okay, so maybe it does take another 2 years. Do I want to knowingly, invest in something that will still have bottlenecks for me, right? Like, yeah, it'll be an incremental improvement, but knowing what it is that I do and knowing all of the things that I am aiming to do and striving to achieve, would it make sense for me to get something that will just incrementally push up that bottleneck versus really giving me the headroom to work and do something new and to, make things happen. Right? See, that's crazy. Like you had the M3 Pro and felt like you were going to hit limits, right? And so from the Intel, I was hitting those limits and I had the maxed out one. Logic, I think when you're working inside a Logic Pro, especially because it's like Apple, like silicone, or not even on Intel, I wasn't on the Apple silicone, but like Logic is configured for Mac and Mac OS, so it runs a lot more efficiently than some of the other platforms. But even still, like, I mean, if it was just music, I think I would be all right. It was like, it's for sure time, right? Like Intel Macs are about 4 or 5 years old now. It was for sure time. And at the same time, the real reason why I went with the M3 Max variant, specifically like Max and like 128 gigabytes of RAM, like I maxed out the RAM because I was like, on my old Intel, I had 64 gigabytes of RAM, and I was always hitting that. Like, if not hitting it, like hovering around 40 or 33 gigabytes of RAM, idling, like not doing much of anything, just having like a bunch of smaller utilities and stuff functioning in the background. So, yeah, to your point, like I knew I was going to hit limits if I did anything less than 64 gigabytes of RAM, or if I only pushed it up a little bit more. So I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and double it. But that's what it is. I mean, I think the investment is paying off. It will pay off. Right now I get to live stream across platforms, right? So that's a blessing. That was something I could not do on my last computer. So already it has opened up doors for me. It has opened up opportunity for me to share my craft, for me to get back into the state of flow and creation. And ultimately, I think that that's a good thing. Going out last year before. Yeah, yeah. My battery on that one is basically shot too. Like I can barely get an hour or two before it's like struggling. So I was gonna replace the battery, but then I was just like, just go ahead and make the investment. Yeah, definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap. It's about 5:50. So yeah, solid on the timing. I did an estimate of like the window 2 to 6 p.m. You traded it in. I probably should have done that. Maybe, I don't know. I still have mine. I I wanted to get the new one, get everything set up, and then just make sure that there is nothing from my old setup or that was specifically Intel based that I couldn't get on the new setup. And so that's what I'm stress testing now, like figuring out, okay, which software is actually Apple Silicon, you know, structured or, tuned, however they call it, when they refine each application to be Apple Silicon compatible. So there are some that are perfectly fine. There are others that I realized, oh, actually, this was apparently only available on the Intel Macs, which is interesting. And so I'm just finding workflow solutions outside of that. 240, that's not bad. Honestly, I saw somebody on Facebook Marketplace. I mean, that's pretty good, but I saw somebody on Facebook Marketplace selling basically the same Intel MacBook I have for like 1,400, and I was like, bet, say less. I was like, if I sell mine, I'm gonna at least try. You know what I'm saying? You might as well just put it on there and try. See, you know, somebody might lowball you an offer, but hey, somebody might just take it. Somebody might be like, you know what? That's okay with me. And so, but nah, I wouldn't hit nobody over the head too crazy. Especially like as the day goes, these things getting older and older, man. Especially like the AI related stuff. Like that's really what's gonna make all of those older computers start feeling outdated because they're not gonna be able to, really take advantage of it in the same way, at least. Especially not like what do you call it? Like local models. Yeah. But next time I'm gonna make sure I sign in to Kick on my phone as well, just so that I can monitor the chat feed while I'm over here on this side. But we'll see. I have one from 2016. Wow, $200 for that. I actually have an older one from 2013. I wonder if they'll give me $100 for that. Maybe 100, $200 would be nice. 3 years later, 2016 to 2013, maybe they'll give me $100, 75 if I'm lucky. But it's, I guess, better than just recycling it or letting it sit over there like a paperweight. For whatever reason, I had this smart idea to keep it for longer than I needed to, and I was just like, yeah, it'll come in handy at some point. Like I'll use it as a server or something, and I'm like, I didn't do any of that. Okay, yeah. It should still turn on. I just got to plug it into a charger and get the battery back going. But yeah, I'll make sure to check that out. Well, my friend, it is that time. I'm going to go ahead and make my way. Go ahead and grab some food and prepare myself for this meeting. It's been fun chatting and making music today. Another day down, 3 days in. Back at it tomorrow from 2 to 6 or so. Yeah. But we'll see. Peace and blessings. Let me figure out all the places that I'm live so I can. Okay, nobody's over there. Peace and blessings. Good night, y'all. Peace and blessings. Good night to Twitch. Peace and blessings. Good night to YouTube. Peace and blessings. Good night to Kick and Instagram. And we out. See y'all next time.